And welcome back, Talking Studio Heads lovers, and welcome back to Laurent. How are you, man?
I'm good. What about you?
Definitely very well. Yeah. I've seen the world is changing right now. So many
Yeah.
different variants are waiting for us. So we are hype and
Everything is reopening, which is a
yeah,
good thing.
yeah.
By the
Exactly.
way, sorry about our absence of last week. We got a few, a few issues. My end, first of all,
Anyway,
because
people,
I became a father for the third time.
well,
So,
congratulations.
thank you. So, thanks for your understanding, all of you. And we have to move on anyway. It's a brand new story ahead of us. And while I was moving the studio, just
I'm about to move as well. I'm about to
before,
move right now, so I know what you mean.
yeah, you are in the process of moving
Yeah,
yours back to,
exactly.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I'm going to move for a couple of months in another location, which is by the sea, actually. So everything will
Mhm.
be amazing,
Okay.
more inspiring for me. So I spent a lot of
Okay.
brand new music for my side. But unfortunately, I really need to drive 16 hours to go up there. So it's going to be, yeah,
Oh
it's going to be
man.
long. But I got my dog.
Ah,
With me. You can
16
come with
hours.
yeah, drive. It's going to be so long. Actually, it's almost all Italy from the north to the south. But it's always worth it. So it's
I hope. I hope
yeah, yeah,
so.
definitely is, definitely is. Anyway, stop talking
So
about hours.
we
Hours.
were.
Okay?
I was cleaning up my old studio and everything, and building. I'm still in the process of building this place. You see, there are still a bit of moving boxes here and in the
Actually,
background.
I can see an amazing mask over there, which is
Yeah,
I guess signature mask from
yeah,
Airwave, right?
because
Oh,
yeah, we have a few
lovely.
masks. We have them in black and white, and you can choose. This one I call this the Venom one because when you wear this black or this white on black background thing, you look like the Venom from Marvel. It's
Yeah, yeah, I know, no, no, very
amazing.
well. You should try actually. We're
Okay.
talking, yeah,
So
just
while I
let me
was
see.
cleaning up my studio
Yeah.
and building everything together, another piece of hardware that I didn't like that much after all just died on me,
Oh,
and
really?
that gave me the idea of today's topic and next episode's topic as well. Our worst pieces of gear, and
Oh,
we're gonna
lovely,
split
lovely,
this
lovely
in
topic indeed.
two different episodes. One dedicated to
The
hardware,
hardware and the other one for
and the
software.
other one is gonna be the software. I
Where
think it makes sense.
exactly worst piece of software we had during our time actually. Okay, so let's talk about the hardware.
See?
You need to no. Oh, okay,
Really looks
cool,
like
cool.
Venom now.
Yeah, it looks like wow, gorgeous, and I love Venom as well. Anyway, so do you have a worst piece of software you want to talk about right now? You want to
uh,
start with?
software or hardware?
No, let's
I
talk
thought
about
you.
yeah, let's talk about
Let's start with the hardware because it
yeah,
makes a lot more
exactly.
sense. Um, so there is one piece of hardware that has just died on me, and I'm gonna show it to you guys. And I hope you also have these stories to share with us. So please leave a comment in the section below.
We're really
We
curious
would
about that.
love to hear about your stories and just so this thing died on me.
Is it a make a big knob, isn't it? Yeah.
So
I want to buy one actually, but I want right now.
I will give you a very good alternative
Oh, cool.
that was recommended to me by the guys running. Well, the guy, my good old friend here,
Mhm.
running the studio next to mine. And so to sum it up, the Big Knob Studio is an amazing piece of hardware,
Mhm.
but it heats like, well, crazy. I mean,
Really?
the entire thing is like a radiator. So what happened is that I left it on pretty much all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And this is something that happens, you know. Many of us just play guilty for doing the same. So it should be running H24 actually.
Okay.
And what happened is that all the pieces of the internal parts here.
Good.
When I moved the studio, I had to switch it, keep it switched off for a few days, let's say 5, 6, 7 days.
Like it's kind of normal, isn't it?
Yeah. And when I switched it back on, all the, you hear it?
Yeah. Yeah, I can see.
All these little parts, they were completely swollen.
Really?
So you have to keep pressing on the buttons to be able to monitor anything from your on your speakers.
Oh.
So I'm like, guys, you can have the best preamps in the world, and they have very good preamps here. I mean, this thing here has very good XLR preamps.
I can see.
And it has a built-in USB interface. It's quite decent. You don't get too much latency and everything. But this and the volume knob that starts crackling, I was like, what the hell, man?
Was it a second hand? Did you buy a new?
No, it was a brand new item that I bought only less than 2 years ago.
Oh, gosh.
So that is the number one piece of gear that I think is one of the worst ones I've ever had. My number two was, but it was fixed after a few updates, firmware updates back in the 90s. That was the infamous Yamaha synth, the AN1X.
Oh, I had it back in the days.
That thing would keep crashing on me.
Yeah, I had one. I had the same issues as well. I don't know why, but I had several times. That's why
it was that bad. Then when I went to see the guys from Yamaha working, representing Yamaha in Belgium, they told me, yeah, actually, you're right. This thing is
exactly
is a piece of crap. So
sorry
Yamaha, but
we love Yamaha actually, but we have to admit sometimes
it doesn't work.
You know, shit happens to everyone, so it's fine.
So what about you actually? Do you have pieces of hardware that you regret buying and that you think?
Okay, I had the chance to get the Roland 101, the real Roland 101.
Yes, H101?
Yeah, back in the days. It was a kind of strange and weird piece of gear, but at the same time, you gotta see that actually, from my side, when you start recording, something magic happens every single time. I don't know why. Even though if you record something in a crappy way, I don't know, but it happened.
You gotta be kidding me.
No, I'll tell you why.
Jesus.
I don't know what has happened back in the days. I love the S101 back in the days, and I sold it almost 12 years ago, maybe 13 years ago, unfortunately, because the price right now is really high actually to get it back again.
True.
So I cannot. We're talking about $3,000, sometimes $3,000 or 2,000 euros around.
Yeah.
It depends on the on how it is actually. Anyway, this year I decided to buy the kind of clone from Behringer. It's a Behringer, the SH101, MS101.
The MS101, yeah. And how does it sound like?
I think I got the piece of hardware in my studio for around 6 hours. Because I took it back to the shop and I say, sorry, guy, it's nice.
No way.
Yeah, it's nice, but it's just like having a real woman and an inflatable doll. I don't know how to say.
Man, you got your habit.
I just want to say, the main difference is that if you touch it, it's all kind of plastic, but the worst plastic ever. It sounds nice actually, and they say it's analog. I think it's analog.
Okay.
But the sound that I had back in the days and the real sound from Behringer, it's really different from my point of view. Actually.
Maybe you would have been better off with a boutique SH101.
Yeah, exactly. I got a boutique 101. Actually, I don't have Europe because I'm packing everything right now, so I don't have it nearby.
It doesn't matter. Yeah, but I get it.
I can compare them that the SH101 from Roland, even they say it's not analog. It's a kind of software inside and many stuff around that. But I gotta say, between them, my choice goes to the Roland one. Yeah. Even though it's tiny, it's anyway. I do prefer the SH101 from Roland.
But the thing is, and I think this is quite interesting here because the MS-101 has you had a very bad experience with it. And all the people I know had a very good experience with the rest of the Behringer range when it comes to
probably the Behringer. I
almost took the plunge for the 2600 last week, but last minute I was like, hey man, you gotta be a bit, you gotta slow down with because but the thing is, I have my TD3 and I'm not using it all the time, but whenever I am, it's just such a joy to use with the
many people
behind me.
Unfortunately, I don't have the clone of 303 from Behringer, but many people say that it sounds amazing and it's gorgeous.
The Poly D and the Mono Poly the clone that they've just released seem to be very good. I've seen all the reviews online. So it's just
it's just a feeling.
You got out of luck probably.
Yeah, probably. It's just a feeling, when you see it in front of your hardware and start touching it, and it seems so to me.
Weird.
Sorry about that. It seemed so fake.
Okay.
Anyway, it sounds amazing. So just try it and test it by your own, and probably it's just a feeling, and it's personal emotion related to that. Anyway.
Any other pieces of hardware worth mentioning in this horrible list? Yeah,
and that's really horrible one actually. I got from Focusrite is a kind of emulation. I can't remember the name of Focusrite. Anyway, it's a tiny box emulating different kind of compressors and it's called
Liquid Mix.
Exactly, the Liquid Mix generator. Yeah. Probably it was really. I had so many crashes. So many crashes.
Oh my god!
Yeah, but I can't imagine 10 crashes every single session that I used.
Oh wow!
Actually, I love that piece of hardware, but it was totally useless.
I guess they were out of luck with the chips that they used for it. Was FireWire back in the day, right?
Yeah, it was.
And it was a FireWire 400. And were you using it with a Mac or a PC?
No, I used with the Mac and I used with a PC, but unfortunately, same results.
Yeah.
No.
It was a chipset issue, and they couldn't get it sorted with a firmware update.
Exactly.
Fortunately, they made a lot. They learned a lot out of their mistakes, and this is how I got this incredible Sapphire interface in my studio. It's an 18.8 out with ADAT in and out as well. And seriously, it sounds amazing.
Yeah, definitely.
Really,
I'm a big fan of Sapphire innovation stuff as well.
So that's a very good point. The Liquid Mix, I had never expected that.
Yeah, I have the Liquid Mix, and trust me, I have several guys who still have them in their studios, in really good studios, and they usually get it. And they don't have any kind of issues with the hardware, with the software, because they have hardware and software together. But to me, unfortunately, it didn't work at all.
Okay.
I don't know.
Shit happens.
Yeah, exactly. Again, shit happens again.
So
sometimes
it's worth mentioning for people watching. Whenever you have a piece of gear that doesn't work as it should, or that is not 100% satisfying your needs or your cravings, let's say, well, it's sometimes it's just due to bad luck.
Yeah, exactly.
And actually, that that reminds me of a very unfortunate event in my life, but that concerns so many people, and for which Apple got sued and actually was condemned and had to pay millions of dollars of refunds. That's the 2011 MacBook Pro.
Oh God.
Have you ever heard about this incredible story?
Yeah.
Mine died. They would want to charge me 900 euros to have it partially sorted, which I refused. I ended up buying a new Mac.
Yeah.
And I'm using it. It was like from 8 years ago now. I'm still using it. And the 2011 ended up in the bin completely because I wanted to erase it from.
Gosh.
And I know so many people, hundreds of people who were touched with the same graphics card issues. It's just bad luck. A design mistake, or was it because they were working with prototypes from AMD, and the AMD chip could not deal with the heat of the logic board of the motherboard in the laptop, and I'm sure that has to do something to do with the soldering, because now even China has restrictions when it comes to the kind of the soldering.
Sure.
The prime metals they can use. So when you want to use solder, you cannot use anything you want. You have EU rulings and you have to stick to them.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm sure that actually the rulings, the green deals and everything had something to do with it, because they were not ready with that transition yet. And that explains a lot. So we were all out of luck.
Yeah,
but let's not blame the manufacturers
of course not. We're still learning. Actually, I'm a big fan of Behringer, and I'm a really big fan of Focus product innovation.
Mackie does a lot of great stuff.
I've got a mixer from Mackie from 1999, actually.
Yeah,
which works perfectly.
Exactly,
right
and I have a small Mackie mixer here. Yeah. It's really doing the job, even though.
Yeah, definitely.
Of course. So let's not blame manufacturers too easily and say they're all shit, because it's not true. Sometimes we are just out of luck, and we have to accept that.
And above all, it's only a personal. A personal experience on a product, so it happens, and so it's fine.
Yeah. So we are looking forward to hearing your stories here in Talking Studio Head. So let us know your worst pieces of hardware that you ever purchased in the comment section below, and we'll see each other in the next episode for the software part. Then
exactly. We're still looking forward to it.
Hey. Watch the space, everyone. Thanks for watching. See you in the next episode. Thanks a lot for your time, Guy.
Thanks, Laurent. Thanks a lot, guys. Ciao. Thanks next week. Ciao, ciao.